So content creation is more than just putting stuff out there to go viral, to be famous. It's about creating and generating a personal brand. And a personal brand is not your logos, it's not your colors, it's not any of that stuff. Your personal brand is your reputation. And so what you want to do with your reputation is make sure that you are painting the picture to the world of the human being that you are, and that you are a shining example of the lessons that you teach to people. There are way too many people out there today who do not practice what they teach. And I call it the syndrome of the dentist with smelly breath. Don't be the dentist with smelly breath. Do not be the fat PT on the gym floor. So when you're preaching business, when you're preaching marketing, you've got to have been in the trenches and you've got to have lived and done what you are teaching. So what we've got here is the content strategy that you need to focus on. Having content pillars is extremely important so you can actually have a direction with your marketing. Now, as much as people bang on about it, they are actually incredibly useful for ensuring that you are speaking and sharing the right message. But before that, what you need to do is focus on having one core topic. This core topic is what your North Star is going to be. This is your purpose. This is your mission in life. You really want to focus down and nail on who you are helping before you move out into the social media world. Because yes, that might be open to change. It's just a way of losing focus. So nail down exactly the who of your brand. Who are you serving and who is your content going to be targeted at? So that's step number one. And then you figure out what your core topic is. So for me, I'm focusing on helping creative entrepreneurs. That is my core topic. Now, I had a client earlier that I spoke to. His core topic was athletic movement. Another one was how to become a great grappler. Another one was how to be a holistic, healthy father. So you can play around with that, but find out what your core topic is, and then break it down into 4 key areas. Now, these key areas: business tips, spirituality and business, filmmaking and videos, lifestyle. These are not really related to the creative entrepreneurship, but these are related to me and my interests in this world. I love living a healthy lifestyle. I love filmmaking and creating videos. I'm very spiritual and I ground my business aspect in a spiritual manner, in a spiritual grounding. Business tips, sharing knowledge around how creative entrepreneurs can leverage business tips and tricks, processes, all of those things. So those are my 4 core topics that I'm focusing on. And so what you then do once you have your core topics is you take one of the core topics and break it down into 6 content categories. So for example, if I was to take business tips, put that there, then I just cycle through this. So I go business tips, industry myths. So industry myths around business. Okay, you don't need to work 7 days a week to be successful. And I could create a video around that. Personal stories, lessons from my first ever 100K month. Quick tips: always make sure you send a contract before your job. Step-by-step process. Sharing SOPs for onboarding new clients. Common mistakes: not putting boundaries in place when you start creative jobs. FAQs: how much do I charge for my work? So you see how I could then just cycle through as many of those business tips as I can using the content categories. And then if I was to take my other pillar, filmmaking and videos, I then have another set of content right there that I can then whip through and keep cycling on a weekly and a daily basis. And this is how you can never ever run out of great content ideas that are targeted to your target audience, targeted to your one core message that you're trying to get out into the world. Now remember that these pillars are going to be talking to people that you are most qualified to talk to. These are people who once walked in the path that you walked yourself. And that's why as creatives, as creative entrepreneurs, as educators, as online sharers, we want to be able to give back our process and give our learnings to other people to help them up in life. One thing a lot of people ask me is like, Luke, why would people listen to me? But that is a limiting belief, my friend, and all you need to do is realize that you are qualified to help people, even if they are just a few steps behind you. You don't need to be 10 years into the future. I think it was Tony Robbins who said there's someone, but sometimes it's actually better to have someone who's only a few steps ahead of you to help you, because someone who's 10, 20 years ahead of you is too far from the actual problem that you're facing right now. They can't potentially relate. Yes, those people have amazing lessons to give in terms of seeing the bigger picture, seeing the whole vision, but focusing on the details and focusing on getting help from people who are a little bit further ahead of you, and then you overcoming challenges and then reaching your hand back out and helping people up that are only a few steps behind you. That is the whole purpose around creating amazing content, creating content that's valuable, creating content that is going to resonate with your audience. Now, I've been doing this for a bunch of my clients. We've been getting great results, and even for my own business, focusing on this, I've had one of the best months of my career so far in terms of online coaching. So if you want to leverage this, you want to implement this, focus on identifying your core topic and who you are serving, break it down into 4 content pillars, and then use these 6 content categories to create content and never ever run out of cool ideas again. So if you like this video, smash the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace and love.